Hello and welcome to X to Interact episode 13. We're recording live this time, so if there's any hiccups, apologize in advance. I'm here with Sam
Hello.
and Ark.
Hello.
And I'm Polar. I'll be your host today. We're going to go over Nintendo from E3. We're going to go over the best video game dads in keeping with the holiday. And the rotating segment today will be a mystery. So stick around for that. And for updates on us on social, please follow us at InteractX2. We're going to find the other on Twitter. We're on YouTube. And also for the audio version, go ahead and check us out, X to Interact on Spotify and wherever you get your podcasts. Without further ado, let's get into Nintendo. For those that were there before, bear with us. We're doing it over. Anyways, obviously starting off the top, we have Kazuya from Tekken. What they showed off. Not much to say here, really. Kind of cool that they're adding it. I know a lot of people were disappointed again that it wasn't the character they wanted. So, quick thoughts on it, guys.
The trailer was funny.
It was, yeah. And yeah, I mean, he's not like someone I expected, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, maybe Bandai Namco is working on Smash, so I guess they do get like a rep.
Sure.
So wasn't like really too surprising. I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh yeah, Kazuya, cool. We just got one more character left though, so I wonder who that's gonna be.
Yeah, Goku. I mean, what else is left, right?
It has to be Waluigi.
Did you say Waluigi? You think? All right. What do you think? How mad would people be if it was Waluigi over Goku?
I don't know.
50-50? I don't know.
Funny. It'd be
funny. There's like a cult following of Waluigi, right? So I guess maybe that could be good. I don't know. Moving on. So Life is Strange was shown, the collection on Switch. Not much to say, like I said before. It would be a cool way to play these games because they're kind of relaxed, right? So it'd be cool to kick back and play it. So as far as the collection goes, I might do that. But as far as True Colors, I kind of want to take advantage of the like the power of PC and next gen consoles. Would be kind of cool to see that. So, any thoughts on that?
Agreed. I think I'll probably get the collection on Switch since I already have the originals on PC. But definitely the new game I'm gonna be getting on. Like probably PC or PlayStation 5, one of them.
Okay. Ark, you have any thoughts?
Not really. Never played Life is Strange. I heard they're pretty good, but like I don't think like I have the time to play them all. I already have a huge backlog already.
Yeah, that's gonna be a major.
Mass Effect's calling for me to finish it tonight. You know.
And we got to do an episode on Yakuza, so that's gotta come up.
Yakuza 0. I started Yakuza 0.
Tell me about
Yakuza
that.
like some good shit. Shot a dude with a swordfish. It was fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, dude. Okay, so there's a lot of cool stuff in those games. I want to do like a whole episode dedicated to like Yakuza maybe at some point because they are really good, man. 0 and like Kiwami 1, 2, and 3 are all really good.
Me and Sam have to do Mass Effect first.
I know, right?
That is true.
That's one of the what is it? Push goals, right? For our time.
Yeah. The Mass Effect.
Right. That would be really cool to get a feature with both you guys on. But yeah, backlog huge, so I probably won't touch that on Switch. And in fact, I really haven't touched my Switch too often in recent, anyways. So that's just kind of a side. Maybe I will this fall because there's some cool stuff coming up. Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably still won't touch this on Switch though because it's a cloud version.
Cloud.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't heard too many good things about cloud games on Switch, to be honest.
yeah, yeah, TBD on that. We'll see. Maybe the infrastructure will be a little bit better to handle that. I know they said they were reworking their online stuff. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
But
unless it's XCloud, I don't want to hear about it on Switch.
right, right. I hear Luna's pretty good too, so we'll see. Um, they'll probably have that as well. Moving on to Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. So this is like a collection as like the 20th anniversary, right?
Yeah, I don't know if any of you guys like into Super Monkey Ball. I played like one game back in the DS.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yeah, I
played it.
think
I
I
think in
played
the GameCube
maybe
era.
20 minutes.
Yeah, I played it in the GameCube era. I had a good amount of time, but it was like one of those ones you rent from Blockbuster, right?
Yeah,
Your friends are coming
Yep.
over. Let's find a game. We can't find any other cool games. We can't find Mortal Kombat to rent, so we're gonna get Super Monkey Ball or whatever as a party game. But really, there's some people who have nostalgia for it. And it's not me. Moving on, I guess that comes out October 5th, anyways. Um, so sorry for those who are excited for Monkey Ball, but Mario Party Superstars was announced. Now, this is the collection of 5 boards from Mario Party 1 to 3, 100 mini games, full online support, which is really cool. I'm excited for that.
that's a big one.
Like, that's
That's a big
big.
feature for me there.
Yeah. You can pause the games midway through and then come back later to it, which is also huge because it can be like a slog getting through because those games can really drag out sometimes. Um, so it's cool that you can kind of pause your progress and then come back later and finish your beef. Who can mash the button quickest to smack whatever thing? It's just like they have a ton of those where they mash the buttons, and I feel like I destroy my controller every time I play those games.
It's
Um,
not Mario Party without a broken
no,
controller.
it really isn't. Especially, God, the N64 days, dude. So many broken controllers. Those sticks were just not where it's at.
No, not at all.
Um, Releases October 29th. Pretty soon. It looks like a
Yeah,
lot of these kind of follow suit in that like October window. Um,
yeah.
wh-
This Mario Party game I'm more excited for than Super Mario Party because Super Mario Party was fun, but like it not having full online kind of turned me off. But now like they're actually having a full online feature, like the entire game can be played online. That's
yeah,
I think for the first time in Mario Party history. Like I don't know why they didn't do it years ago. I know we recently had that update for Super Mario Party, but
right.
finally like it's coming like day one on the new game. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's fucking $60, which just
That's
come
yeah, that's a whole different
on.
conversation
So
for
is
this
it
entire conference, to be honest.
Kidding me.
okay? So you're taking issue with the fact that it's 60 and it's a collection, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a collection of old. Like, it's not like it's new I mean, it kind of new content, I guess, but it's not like I don't know. It just seems a little sketchy that this is $60. Like,
Yeah, but
I
people are
I
gonna
barely
buy it.
think. Yeah, I barely think like a Mario Party game is worth $60, but that's just
Yeah,
me.
Do you think it
they
falls in
had a
like the
Mario
40 to
Party.
50 then?
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I would say around
40
there.
bucks. Yeah, $40 for sure.
Yeah, I tend to agree there. Ark, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, cause I don't remember exactly the year it launched, but it was like around the time the Switch came out. There was a Mario Party in the 3DS that was the top 100 mini games, which is almost similar to what we're getting now. I think the only difference is that there wasn't really many boards on it. So, but now we're getting the boards and the full online now. But like, still, I would have been like $40 or $50 because it's almost similar to that game back in the 3DS. With the
Yeah,
top 100 mini games.
yeah, you make a really good point there. It's almost copy paste with aside from like the online stuff and like so content
Yeah.
wise it feels copy paste, right? Like features
Yeah,
wise they are doing a good amount of stuff that kind of makes me excited about it, but I don't know if I'm gonna drop it when it comes time. So
yeah,
um
I wouldn't pay $60 for this. Like, I'm excited
yeah.
for it, but I probably won't buy it at launch.
And
Whoa,
Nintendo,
Mario.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is $10 right now
Really? See, now that's
on the
good. That's
Oh yeah,
good.
Nintendo
there's like
store.
there was a big sale when they announced the second game.
Oh, okay.
That's exciting.
Every other freaking game's $60 though, so obviously.
Well, I mean, that had Ubisoft on it, right? So it was a
Yeah.
Yeah.
co-develop, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. And then that game was still pretty high priced for a while too. So Nintendo's not been known
And
to do sales ever.
Nintendo games,
Nope.
especially like during the Switch, have rarely gotten sales.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah. Again, I'm excited for more Mario Party, but I kind of just wish they would have added these maps to the older one, I
Yeah,
guess, because
and
that got
like
Yeah.
online
only
play recently.
only 5
Yeah.
boards here. Super Mario Party had only 4, and they just added one more from Mario Party 1 to 3. Like, why couldn't you do like 2 or 3 each game at least? Have a little bit more boards on there.
This could have easily been DLC for like $30. I would have paid $30 for this DLC for that game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that's kind of where it sits for me.
I mean,
Any
then again,
final?
Super Mario Party is a 3-year-old game. Like, how many
Yeah,
games get DLC after that long? To be honest, unless they're live
Not
services.
not many.
not
Yeah,
Nintendo either. Not, no.
yeah,
Especially
Well, I don't.
you look at Mario Kart 8, right?
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
I I think it took a couple years for fucking Bethesda to get the Skyrim DLC on PS3, but
hmm That was a whole other bag though. They had like
no,
programming,
yeah, that was completely different. Yeah.
cell processor stuff, and yeah, that was a whole mess. I think they could barely get that game to like run properly on the PS3.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah.
I got the
Yeah,
DLC on sale though because they sold it for cheap for the PS3 version for
Hmm.
the first like month it was out.
um, so moving on, we have Metroid Dread. Uh, sorry, I guess I didn't say the release date. Did I say October 29th?
You did, yeah.
think
Okay,
you
sorry.
did. Yeah,
Um, Metroid Dread, which is going to be releasing October 8th. Um,
biggest surprise of the show here.
this was my biggest takeaway from the show. This is the thing that had me the most hyped and surprised, honestly. This is the first brand new 2D Metroid in over 19 years, which is wild.
Yeah, the last one with Fusion on the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
I know we had Samus Returns on the 3DS, but that was like a remake, so
yeah,
technically it's not new.
it's a brand new story. I think is what you know, and
Yeah,
that's
it
why they
continues
consider it that,
after
right?
Fusion.
Yeah, I guess it's the finale to that whole like arc of Metroid. So,
Yeah,
um, that's gonna be really exciting. Uh, yeah, I guess it was supposed to be a DS game in the mid 2000s, and I remember when this was like announced way back. So, I think it was E3, if I'm right. And I go, oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. I'm super looking forward to it. And then it just vanished.
yeah,
And then everyone kept asking, "Where's Metroid Dread?" A few years passed, and people just gave up hope. And I guess now, randomly out of nowhere, okay, so this was what? This was at least 15 years in the making. As far as maybe not
yeah. It's
making
kind of like
production
that.
wise, right? But like 15
Yeah,
years, like
I
this
th-
is when we revealed it.
I think there was like a dev interview recently where they said like a lot of the concepts from the back then apply to this version of Metroid Dread now. Like the robots stalking you, that's still a thing that they had way back then. The ideas they had.
So this is developed by Mercury Steam as well, which is cool because they do have history with Samus Returns. Um, so they kind of know the genre and kind of what to do. Samus Returns reviewed pretty well, if I'm right. Um,
Yeah,
so it's really cool that they gave him a shot with an actual original idea. Um, I guess not original, but like a proper sequel that is its own original story. Um,
oh yeah,
that's gonna be cool to see. I'm happy to see them not relegated to just like uh remasters. I think is what they did before Samus Returns, if I remember correct. They did like
I
upreses and
believe.
stuff, like ports, if I'm right. Uh, Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's where they kind of sat until they did Samus Returns, which was kind of still one of those. And then this will be cool to see. But I guess according to the doc, it was in development twice before it was canceled due to technical limitations. Now, is that like a
Yeah.
platform thing? Like they wanted the features they wanted probably didn't fit the platform then?
Um,
That's my guess.
I really have no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
That's
don't know
cool
like what
though.
ideas they had back then, but like they said like now with the current hardware of the Switch, they can like fully realize what they were trying to do years ago.
I wonder what they couldn't do with a 2D, 3D game that they can do
Yeah, I
now,
wonder.
right? Bears to be seen. This is on my radar. This is probably top so far, at least
Yeah.
for me for
This
Nintendo.
game,
Like,
I because of this game, I'm going back and playing like the 2D Metroids. Like I'm playing
yeah,
Zero Mission
Zero
right
Mission's
now.
good.
Well, not right now. I started it like a few days ago, but I was like, let me finish everything else I have first, and then I can go back to it.
Yeah,
It's a good thing those Metro games are short though. They're not very long.
especially those ones. They weren't as long as like a Super Metroid. So,
Yeah.
uh, I think that was like 20 something hours if I'm right. But speed runs obviously vary. But no, I think that one was like 20 hours. But yeah, man, I've been itching to go back to Metroid for a while now. So, and obviously we don't have any Metroid Prime news. They kind of buried the lead there with this. They're like, hey, we
Yeah.
don't. We're hard at work on Metroid Prime 4, right? Which is what it'd be now. But
Yeah. 4.
in the meantime, here's your Metroid fix. I still
Good for the
prefer the
Metroid
Prime.
fans.
I prefer the Prime series just because that's kind of where I literally grew up with, right? And the GameCube and stuff. So, but I really do like Super Metroid and those style of games. So I am really excited for this. Any final thoughts on this, guys?
Good for the Metroid fans. They've been
Exactly.
needing a win for years.
Yeah, 100%. And I feel like to some extent, Nintendo did this to shut people up. Like, yeah, here's your Metroid. You can get out of here.
Hey, it looks good.
It does look good. Something else that looks pretty good is the Mario Golf Super Rush. I guess that's getting post-launch support is kind of why it was here. Um, Additional
Yeah, just a quick
courses,
mention.
characters. I guess New Donk City. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was really cool. That's probably
Yeah.
that was probably the best part of that trailer.
Mm-hmm. It'll be
Showing
cool
off.
to bounce the golf ball off like buildings and stuff. That'll be really funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope there's more. I hope there's more courses like that aren't just like open nothingness.
Yeah, 100%. Well, and that's kind of what there's like a thread with open world Nintendo games, right? Like they can only do so much with detail in the world, and that's what you saw with like Breath of the Wild as well.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we get that new iteration. Come on, which was not here. They said it wasn't going to be here, but Nintendo has done crazier stuff. Uh, that there was no like release date on any of that DLC then for Mario Golf.
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't see
I know
one.
Mario Golf comes out this week.
Yeah,
Friday, I believe.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I love the Mario Golf stuff, so obviously it's going to take a backseat to a lot of backlog, especially Yakuza. But next we have WarioWare. Get it together. This was another big surprise for me. Coming September 10th. Someone added to the dock $50 instead of 60. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And
I
it kind
think
of makes sense.
I don't know if you guys like heard. Yeah, I don't know if you guys like heard a while ago. Like Nintendo sent out a poll asking people would rather pay $50 for a new WarioWare game, and I guess this was it.
Listen to the polls. They
Yeah.
foreshadow. That's really cool. I mean, it's more WarioWare. I wanted a WarioWare on the Switch. This is like neck and neck for me with the other with Metroid Dread. So I
Yeah, it looks like
love
it
the
also had like,
WarioWare. on the DS.
Looks like it
Sorry.
also had like co-op and stuff in the trailer too, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was showing that to my son, and he's like, "Oh, it's awesome." So that's gonna be really cool to look forward to for me. Have you played WarioWare at all, Sam?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
Just don't have anything to add.
Okay, that's fine. Ark, what about you?
I've only played, I think, with WarioWare Touch on the DS.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I never really played any other ones.
Yeah, so the one on the Wii I didn't like as much as the DS, but they're really
Wasn't that
funny.
one like a build your own, or am I thinking of something else?
I think that's
DIY.
they have a WarioWare DIY, which is different. Which they had like online ones that you created akin to Mario Maker. Um,
Yeah.
and that was really cool. People had some really weird shit in that. Like you run into some risque levels, and obviously they'd get
Oh,
taken off by
I can
Nintendo.
tell.
Yeah, they'd get taken off my Nintendo pretty quickly, but you'd run into them every once in a while. It's just funny to see. I
Yeah.
think I was still in my teens when that came out, but definitely one of those popping it back. And next, go to the next level. Yeah. Um, WarioWare though, on the whole, WarioWare I really like, uh, especially for the Wii. They had the where you would pass the Wii remote around, um, and everyone would just do like a rapid fire. Hey, you're an elephant now. Do this. Put it on your head and balance this. And obviously, the person who didn't do it the first would get a strike against them, and so many strikes you're out. But I hope they kind of continue that with this one. Um, cool to see that's $50 instead of 60. Remember, people listen to those reviews. Next is Shin Megami Tensei 5, finally getting gameplay and a release date of November 12th. I know people have kind of really been looking forward to this next entry, Shin Megami Tensei, but um, I don't have much experience with them. I know they're kind of like dungeon crawlers, right? Where you can either persuade or battle the monsters, and that's the whole thing. Is like you can get them to join you. You can, I think, give them a gift, or they give you a gift. I don't know. There's a couple different options on the one I played. I think it was four, uh, but it's I don't know. This seems to be I don't know more of that, but a little obviously with the technical advancements. Do you have any experience with this, you guys? Shin Megami Tensei?
Shin Megami Tensei specifically, no. I guess the closest I would say is Persona and the what was that game called? The one with the Fire Emblem crossover on Wii U and then ported to Switch.
Oh, um,
Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Tokyo
That's what it
Mirage.
was.
There we go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's like the only experience. I guess you can call that technically Shin Megami Tensei since
sure.
it was supposed to be a crossover with that and Fire Emblem.
We'll
Kind of
count it.
felt more Persona-ish, but yeah. I'm excited to try this game because I like both Persona and Tokyo Mirage Session, so
Right.
I assume this will be like more of that. So it just seems like something I would be into. I didn't pick up the Nocturne remake because apparently or remaster because apparently that was like a pretty poor remaster from what I've heard. So I just decided to wait for this one. And this was like one of the first games that was announced for the Switch back then, and it's finally like actually coming out, which is crazy. Because it was announced all those years ago, and now we're actually finally getting it. Like, how many years into the Switch's life? Like almost 5.
Right. Yeah, I
Boy.
think it's 2017, so a
Yeah,
little over 4. That, yeah, I mean, you're finally seeing things like that coming into fruition, which is a long incubation time. I think they just had it on the back burner while they were doing other stuff, though, because they were working
yeah,
on
I
multiple
think
projects.
probably.
Um, yeah,
I'm
again,
interested to see
November.
how it differs from Persona.
Yeah, that'll be important to see, but um, I guess we'll see in November, right?
Yeah,
Moving on, we have, let's see, Mario and Rabbids, a new entry called Sparks of Hope. Now,
Yeah,
this was
we
shown
saw
at
that
the
in
Ubisoft
Utah.
Forward, right?
Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. So this is just a rehashing. Nothing new was shown here, I don't think. That I
no,
can
I don't think so.
remember. Um, so more cute rabbits, according to Gaff. So we'll see. And I liked the first one, so I'll give it a try. I'll probably wait for a sale though, because it'll be definitely like one of those backlog games. Oh, I'll get to it eventually, you know. Um,
For sure.
Moving on, something else that was really cool to kind of see that they're acknowledging Advanced Wars 1 and 2 reboot. Um, Now, these are remakes, uh, not,
Yeah,
not
Mm-hmm.
remasters. And that was really exciting for me to see. Uh, I'm big into these games, so. I mean, not much to say about it. It is Advance Wars 1 and 2, so you kind of know what to expect. They look really polished up. I love the art style so far. Um, I don't know. Advance Wars, like
yeah.
people have been
Um,
saying.
I didn't.
Go
Yeah, I
ahead.
didn't put it in the doc, but apparently these also have like online multiplayer as well.
Oh, that's big. That's
Yeah,
going to be really fun. Okay, let's see. Uh, so that one
never
does come out.
personally. I never. Oh, sorry. Personally, I never played it, but I'm excited for people who are like excited for this. You know.
Right.
I played it. I played it a little bit on my. I had a GameCube, Game Boy Advance, so I
Yep.
played it a little bit on that. I'm excited. I think I'll probably get this one at some point. Maybe not right at launch, but I'll
No,
probably pick it up at some point.
they're lots of fun. They're cool for like the one
Yeah.
more turn sort of like play style. Like, all right, well, I can get one more battle in before I turn it
Yeah.
off. So, um,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. December 3rd. Look forward to it. We have up on next Hyrule Warriors DLC. I didn't know they were still making DLC for this. Um.
Yeah, it was for not the original game, Age of
Who?
Calamity,
Oh,
new
okay.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
I played that
honestly
game to finish
forgot
its
that one
story
came.
and never gotten back
Yeah.
to it.
Um. I don't know.
I just threw it in there because it was part of the Zelda section, I guess.
It's
Like,
cool. It's for those that like those Muso games.
yeah,
Apparently, it's got a decent storyline too. So.
yeah. I have no desire to go back to it because that frame rate was atrocious in that
Ooh,
game.
that sucks. That's not what you want to see with those games. Oh man, bummer. Um, I guess less of a bummer is more Skyward Sword, right? We saw more of it here.
That's that's the only fan of it on this podcast, apparently.
Oh, I haven't played it, and I'm excited to play it.
I'll
So
give it a try. Hey, I'll give it a try without the motion controls, and I'll see maybe
optimistic about it.
where I come out because it's a Zelda game. I'm gonna play it. I'm kidding myself if I'm not. Uh, but I'm happy to see that they have the controls, and it's tied to the right analog stick is your sword. I think the motion.
Yeah, kind of like
So
have you ever played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance like that?
yeah, that one. Okay, the story with that game. I I threw a controller during that game, playing that game. It's so damn hard. It's the stealth sections, like the supers and stuff. No, no,
Yeah,
never again. Um, I don't know why it had to be so hard, and that's not what you want from one of those games. Anyways, moving on. Um, more Zelda themed stuff with the Game and Watch. Uh, Now this is similar to the one they released before, right? They had
yeah, for
another
Mario.
for
I
Mario,
think this
yeah.
one's actually better than the Mario one because the Mario one only had like what 2 games on it. I think
Yeah,
it was.
this 100% looked better.
Yeah,
I'm happy here to see that they're actually doing stuff for the 35th anniversary with all these things here. We could have gotten a little more, um, but I think overall, like especially with this Game and Watch here and what we're gonna get to next, they did pretty good for showing for Zelda.
oh yeah.
Uh, so it has Link's Awakening on it. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Game Boy version, which was pretty cool actually.
Yeah. For those who've played the remaster remake, I guess on Switch, um, it's the same game, just less pretty. Uh,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
more
but
tedious too,
a
apparently.
little more, yeah, a little more tedious. Some of the puzzles are work less well on the Game Boy version. So,
One on
um,
Switch is great.
yeah.
I loved the one on Switch.
Didn't they have to patch that? I heard they had like performance stuff when that one came out initially.
Oh, I don't know. I
Some
didn't play
weird.
it. I didn't play it at launch, so I
Mm.
played
Oh,
it
it had some weird frame rate
a little
problems,
bit
like
earlier this
especially
year.
like the swampish area, like it would
Mhm.
dip,
Mm,
and like for a game looking like that, you wouldn't expect to have like frame rate problems.
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm not
I
buying this. It's cool for collectors though. Um,
yeah, I'm not gonna buy
I
it.
almost bought it. I was like, oh shit, this actually looks pretty fucking cool. But I
it
was like,
does look
wait,
cool. I'll
what
give
do
you
I need a
that.
Game and Watch for?
Are you, yeah. What, are you gonna use that?
Yeah, not me.
Okay.
I think my local Walmart still has Mario Game and Watches, to be honest.
Really? No, that's
Yeah,
interesting. Hmm. Yeah, I got the. It's like it's akin to those mini consoles, right? They're definitely a nostalgia thing, nostalgia
yeah,
alone. I played the mini retro consoles like one or twice, and then they were shelved. So, um, yeah, this comes out November 12th. Not much more to say about it. But the big thing, and I guess what people talk about is Breath of the Wild 2 had a trailer showing a little bit. This was more of a theme piece of like and like a setting, right? So I don't
yeah. It
know.
was like
I could get
another
to
tease.
I could get to you, Ark. What's your thoughts, man? Should they have shown more here? Like,
I mean, I wish they at least gave us a name.
I guess the better question is, could they have shown more? Do you think they're holding their hand?
I mean, maybe they could have, but I think like afterwards, I think was it Bill Trinen? I think from Nintendo. They said the reason they didn't give us the name is because it was like it would have gave away like spoilers or something.
Yeah,
Either like a gameplay mechanic or story spoilers, which I find kind of interesting.
I don't know what you're gonna
Like just
do.
yeah, but like just looking at the trailer, like that first shot or not the first shot, but like the first after they cut to black, they show Link skydiving from the sky, and I was instantly it's like Skyward Sword. It looks 1-to-1 from I think one of the first trailers from that game.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing too. That was my big thing for that is the obviously the big reveal was that there's going to be like sky islands and stuff. So, um,
Avatar.
I know, right? That's exactly what I was thinking when I was watching it too. I was like, all right, a little bit close, whatever. It's Nintendo. Um,
Yeah. Also, seems to be like a theme of time, of like reversing time.
yeah.
Because if you saw like when Link used the stasis looking ability, that ball went back up the hill, and like the water drop reversing going upwards, and then
He
like
went
the
through some cracks, right? As like goop.
yeah, that was crazy. Like he went
That
through like solid like
Oh yeah.
rocks or something.
mhm. that was
Pretty
my
interesting.
most interesting part for me was that where he just took the different powers and went up through like the brick. Yeah, it just seemed like you're gonna manipulate like more gravitational and time things here. So
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
like towards the end of the trailer, the music was like playing like backwards or something like that. And apparently, people found out online that if you play the entire trailer backwards, it plays the theme of Breath of the Wild, like almost 1-to-1. So they have a history of doing this because Skyward Sword themes backward is Zelda's Lullaby.
and Link has a new
So,
hairstyle. So you know,
but is it Link though?
is it
A
is
lot of
he?
theories out there. A lot of theories.
I think it might be a Link, right? Just back in time,
Maybe.
maybe. Uh, maybe we get to see more
Yeah.
of
So
like battles and stuff back then. I don't know.
yeah, so like in the trailer when you see Link skydiving like with the green tunic, people are thinking that it's either the hero from 10,000 years ago or
Yeah.
as Barrett Corney from Kind of Funny thinks it's Ganondorf before red hair. And he makes some solid points. I don't know. Like, I watched that video. I'm like, shit. Those are
Dude,
some solid
it's
points.
they're not gonna do Ganondorf. Come on.
But I mean, in the trailer, you see the
I mean,
mummy Ganondorf. He's wearing the same clothes. So I
Okay,
don't know.
good point. I'll also add to that saying that you kind of play as an antagonist, or you go around. I guess in like Majura's Mask was that like you were playing with the whole evil powers, right? That you were using the masks for good, but the masks are inherently not really a great thing. Um, if I
I
remember
think it was
right.
something like that.
Yeah. It was like the god of mischief, basically in there. But the whole premise of that is that you were you were using those to save the world from the moon crashing, right? In Majora's
Yeah.
Mask. So, um, it feels like they might be taking a playbook out of that, or play out of that playbook for this one. Um, as far as like the world goes, they're taking the same assets, maybe adding some more on into the sky. Hopefully, some underground stuff would be kind of cool, and dungeons, please. That's what I wanted to see.
dungeons,
I want dungeons.
dungeons,
Full dungeons.
dungeons.
You can do less mini dungeons. Give me more dungeons. Proper. Any dungeons. Um, I don't know. And I think they would have to change the entire structure of the game to get that to work like we would want it, I think. I don't know. Because they're all tied to. Because you get the powers aside from a dungeon, right? And then you
Yeah.
use them to
And Breath of
solve
the
the
Wild
small
is like,
puzzles around.
yeah.
Whereas all the other Zeldas, you go into the dungeons, you get the item to solve the dungeon, and then you take your progress further. So I think that
Yep.
might fundamentally clash with the design they're going for Breath of the Wild. So we'll see. Hopefully, they just have more involved shrines. I guess they're saying their hopeful release of next year, right? Um, now,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 2023 because I'm not getting my hopes up for anything. Up? No, I'm not gonna be hurt again.
Definitely not March next year. That's for sure.
No, no. Definitely won't align with Horizon this time. Hopefully not.
I don't think
No.
so. No.
No. You guys still think Horizon's coming out this year?
Ah man, I don't know. Like I still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm
Keep hope.
optimistic.
Keep hope down.
That's still up in the air for me. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Again, all that remains to be seen. So, I do hope they. I don't know. I think they'll probably make it. I'm thinking like
Yeah, I
a
can see it like for fall next year maybe.
fall or summer. Anyway, anytime they release it, it's gonna sell gang loads, so it doesn't really matter for them. And I guess that's kind of it for the Nintendo one, and really for the news. Obviously, we're just kind of covering Nintendo because that one went sort of long. But there were a few other news things out that were kind of cool. It was like the Sea of Thieves had a stream. Just with like a developer interview and the game director. It was kind of cool to see. I'm really excited for that one. But next week
Yep.
we'll get back to proper format here. We'll each pick a topic and go with it there. The main
Yep.
topic for
Just want to
go ahead.
real quick. Just want to the Xbox Extended Showcase or whatever.
Mhm.
The controller design lab is back,
Okay, yes,
and we should make one for X Interact.
that would be really cool with the gradient colors on it, and I'm down for that, man. Put it in the background.
Oh yeah.
Um, I guess yeah. So the main topic today, sorry, is the best video game dad, and like it says here, in the spirit of Father's Day, we want to give a shout out to our favorite video game fathers. Obviously, we're a day late. That's when I recorded, but so do you guys have a video game pops in mind that you want to call out as like the best video game dad? And now here's some clarifications. They only have to be a father, right? So
Yeah, I think
like
so.
I don't know like what your definition of a best video game dad is, but let's go for it. Sam, are you ready?
Well, this guy is a terrible father. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty bad father. This guy, an okay one, I would say. He's okay. He goes to the ends of the earth to fucking find his.
It's pretty good.
I guess
dad.
it's not. It's technically not his daughter, but like he's a
Sure.
father figure to her. And he spends fucking 120 hours or so
For audio listeners,
fucking searching for her. It's Geralt.
it's
sorry.
Geralt is the second one.
This is yes, and Kratos was the
and
first one
Kratos
that I
was the
showed.
first, who was the bad dad. Bad dad Kratos.
So yeah, they're dads, I guess. But as far as a good, like an actual good video game dad goes,
Joel from The Last of Us.
How about Kamala Khan's
I had to
dad
bring
in
it up,
Avengers?
sorry.
he's okay of a dad, I guess. He protects his daughter. Well, wait. Oh, well, shit. Actually, his real daughter, I mean,
Oh, okay, yeah.
rip, but
I mean, yeah, we know how that ends.
I don't
but
know.
I feel as like a
Tried his
father
hardest, I
figure,
guess.
right? I guess we consider him a father in that sense.
No, yeah, definitely.
I don't know, like I was saying, like Kamala Khan's dad from Avengers was pretty good. I liked him as a dad figure, kind of just like the daddiest dad there is. Um, I don't know. I guess an argument could be made for like let's see. Oh, okay.
The big daddies from fucking BioShock.
Yeah, okay, that's a good dad.
Yeah.
They protect you, you know? They'll kill anything that gets near you, I guess. Murderous daddy is good daddy, apparently. Not much of a talker though, right?
No.
Bonding
There's
going on.
makes a bunch of noises. And then
You hungry
drills
again,
your
Dad?
ass.
So I know. I'll get you the beer from the fridge. Jeez. Yeah, pretty good dads. Do you have any other ones, Ark? What can you think?
Let me see if I have something. Let me be right back real quick.
All right.
Fill some time real quick.
All right. So
give me your video game dad.
There's Octodad.
Octodad. He's got 8 arms. Arguably, he's one of the best dads. He can do all of the things at once. We have
so many dads.
So one that is not a good dad, and I don't know if I want to get a shot, is Kasuga's dad in Yakuza Like a Dragon. How about him? Not such a great dad.
Well, I don't know what happens yet.
Spoiler stuff in there, yeah. So I'm not gonna mention it, but
I can imagine.
So it's one of those things. He seems like a good dad, but you'll see. But I don't know. I think let's think of the ones. And Mario doesn't really have a father figure, right? And thinking about big properties.
Nathan Drake never. Well, Sully's a great father figure.
Okay.
You know what?
Well, I can agree with that. What about Bowser, though? What do you think about Bowser? Let me just throw that.
Oh yeah, he's a dad.
Bowser's a good dad. I don't care what people say. Even if he's evil, he's a good dad.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Let me throw that one out there. Yeah, I think Bowser's a pretty good dad as far as dads go in video games.
Yep.
Let me think. I think there's a few more.
It's the one from that fucking god damn it. The Quantic Dream game. Heavy Rain.
Oh god, dude. Jason.
What's his face?
Jason. Yeah. Okay.
Wait, is he a good dad though?
No, he's terrible.
No, he's terrible. He lost Jason.
I mean, he tries his hardest, but he's a pretty bad dad. He let his kid die, and then he let.
Man, we're not doing good on finding the dads here.
They're all shit.
They're all pretty bad. It's almost like the developers have some dad issues they're working through here.
True. All right, I want to give a shout out to this motherfucker here, Mister One Sojiro Sakura, who fucking in Persona 5. He gives you
Okay.
shit when you
All right,
first join him, but he grows to be the best coffee dad ever.
dude.
Wait, oh, is that the guy that owns the
Yes.
Coffee shop, yeah.
coffee shop? Okay, because I played like the first little bit of that game.
You know,
I
he's
met
kind
him.
of a dick to start off, but then like,
weirdly, super homophobic. Like,
yeah, okay, yeah,
not
yeah.
even like trying to, he's just super blunt about it too.
That game though, in general, had some bad undertones when it came to that.
Yeah. I guess
I guess
technically
it's
he's not a dad, but he is a foster dad.
No,
so
and-
I mean,
we're counting those. We're counting father figures too. So
yeah,
Yeah.
we can count Gerald.
He's a good
we
one.
can count him.
yeah.
he
No, I
grows
don't
on
know.
you. He's like an asshole at first, but he grows on you.
I was
For
gonna say,
me,
I hated him.
for me,
Nah,
Geralt is in tie with
he's good
Bowser
guy.
right now. That's where we're at. Geralt and Bowser seems like the best overall dad. Don't give it that. You know Bowser's a good dad.
Bowser.
Yo,
Yeah,
Bowser's
they got a
good
whole
dad.
parental control thing like ad for
I
him.
guess.
He's helping his kid stay right on the right path. You know, he's involved. Of course, you know Bowser Jr. does run away a lot, so I don't know about that so much. But the same thing could be said about Siri.
Do we count Big Boss from Metal Gear? Technically?
He is kind of a mentor figure. I don't know. Let me think. When you think of big properties, you know, Zelda or Link doesn't really have a dad, so bad dad.
Comstock from Bioshock Infinite, great father.
Hey, I got another one. I got another one for you. The father from Far Cry 5. Good father.
There's a dad in that game.
No.
Oh, the
yeah,
bad
the
guy.
father. Yeah, the bad guy. Yeah.
The father. Yeah. Okay.
Good overall father. A religious father.
Oh, how did I not say this one? Barrett from Final Fantasy VII.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dad.
That's a compelling
He's
one.
He's a good.
I'm
pops.
totally not looking at a list right now to figure out who we're missing.
Yeah, we gotta rein it in here. All right, let's pick a few that we stand out to us, guys. So we have, for me,
I think Barrett's number one, baby, for sure.
Barrett's pretty high. What do you think, Ark?
He's a good ass.
Yeah, I put him
dad.
pretty high. Yeah.
Okay, and you did back Bowser for a little bit there, but then I thought about the games, so I don't know. Especially Mario vs. Rabbids, I think he's like complaining about his dad, but I think that's more Bowser Jr. than Bowser. I think for me, Geralt is a pretty good one, honestly. Just the whole like, and
I'd
maybe
say
it was
so.
just a pure like 120 hours spent trying to find in the pursuit of his daughter per se. Goes through a bunch of crap to save her, and I don't know. I mean, and they seem like they have a pretty good bond too. Like, so that one's pretty up there for me, but I'm biased in that sense. So, I can't really think of like bigger game property father figures that kind of fall into this. One from Wolfenstein, a terrible dad, like awful. Usually,
yeah, the main character.
he was a piece of
dad,
garbage.
Yeah.
I just can't think of father figures in games that really do too well. I think they need to work on that, man.
Yeah, I feel like they're not very good.
Okay, so
in general,
right. I think Barrett kind of sits pretty high.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
because the father in Assassin's Creed Odyssey isn't too good either.
No,
the Cassandra's father in that game isn't too good.
he turns a leaf a little bit, but yeah.
John Marston. I haven't played Red Dead, but this is
he's a decent father. I mean, he keeps doing some crime.
Sure, he's providing for his
eventually
family,
ends
though, right?
But yeah, he ends up being a decent father.
Yeah.
What if
Mike,
two
Michael
great
from
fucking
GTA?
games?
I don't know.
I don't play GTA. I don't know. He seemed like not a very good father at all.
Not at all.
They had the best intentions, but yeah, they clashed a lot for sure.
Yeah. I just remember that one scene in the game where his son's playing like a video game on a huge TV, and he just
Oh
fucking
yeah.
grabs the chair and smashes it against the TV.
What the hell, Dad? Yeah.
Yeah, that family had some problems, that's for
Dude,
sure.
yeah, and I feel like if they were, let me think. What about did Spiritfarer
Oh
have a
shit!
like a father figure in it? I know it had the uncle in there. Um, for those that played Spiritfarer, I don't know.
I don't know. How the fuck did that thing's jacked in Final Fantasy X?
Oh
I
my
mean,
god!
technically,
Okay.
I mean,
Was he
he
good
had good
though?
intentions though.
He
He
did
just
have good
couldn't get his
intentions.
feelings out right.
Sure, that's what happens when sin overcomes.
Definitely.
All right.
Donkey
So
Kong?
Donkey Kong. No,
Donkey Kong
is
Jr.?
Cranky Kong? Cranky Kong's the original Kong, right?
I think so, yeah.
So then he would be the one that would be technically, and he helps you out on your journeys. He's like the little bubble that pops up to teach you stuff. So he's a pretty good dad.
Actually, alright, last one I'm gonna mention.
Yeah,
Raiden in Metal Gear apparently is a father to we don't see the baby, but his
sure.
wife is pregnant.
Hmm.
I mean, then again, he is Jack Ripper, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Like to go on murder sprees, I don't know.
Yeah. So
I,
I go ahead.
I was just gonna say I would say that Shimura from Ghost of Tsushima is a pretty good father figure to Jin Sakai.
From what I've seen, yeah, I would tend to agree because I watched a lot of
He's
Let's Plays.
technically his uncle, but
Sure. What
Sam and
kind
Death
of makes
Stranding,
sense.
take care of a baby.
What about who was like the guide in early Horizon? Who was that?
I was gonna mention him. Rost, I think it was.
Yeah,
yeah, Rost.
I think he was a pretty good one. Um, yeah, the
What a
names in
game.
that game kind of evade me. I think we got to go with Baird at this point as far as like overall good father figures. With a runner up being
The
Bowser
best daddy.
and Geralt. Just kidding. Yeah,
Barrett.
for best dad. So happy late Father's Day to everyone. I think that'll do it for that segment.
Yep.
Kind of last on the docket here, guys. I got a surprise for you, a question. So this rotating segment is called Real Life Crossover, and now the cross is an
Shit.
X for you guys out here, you nerds.
Oh,
Yeah, real life. Okay, enough
We're
fucking
taking
around.
Sony's side on this, huh?
All right, here's some serious questions for you. All right, today's one is the last game you played. The main character of the last game you played. You are that character in a normal day situation. You have to do all the normal day things you do with all the limitations of that character. Explain your day to me. Ark, go ahead.
I guess I'm piloting or I'm head of the captain of the Normandy, trying to save the world from the universe from Reapers. If you want to count the Citadel DLC, we can go dance and do the Shepherd Shuffle.
Oh my god. Okay, now
I just did that last night, and that was the best fucking DLC.
okay.
I just want to talk about that real quick because
Go ahead.
I laughed so fucking loud at that fucking DLC. There's like so much funny shit. Like Grunt, he's like under arrest, right? And he just starts telling you this ridiculous story of how he got arrested. Like he was trying to break out of the hospital. You cut to a scene of him jumping out of a hospital window. It's just the funniest fucking shit ever.
Citadel DLC is the best fucking shit ever.
Yep.
All right,
And
Commander
then,
Shephard. What does your day
Brilliant.
look like? Your average day. All right. Now you have the limitations. What does that mean for your average day, Commander Shephard? Going to work, doing the things you do during a day. Do you run into any problems being Commander Shephard? Do you get looked at strange?
I mean, people didn't believe me that the Reapers were real for like, how was it, 3 years?
God damn
And now that they're finally here, universe is kind of fucked right now, so it's my job to make sure everything's right.
Sure,
We
right,
get
but you also
we
have
get
to
these
do.
Cerberus assholes trying to steal our shit to finish this fucking super weapon, you know?
Yeah, but you also have to
Yo,
do.
spoilers, bro. Come
What
on.
what's your field of work again, Ark? IRL.
Uh, Billing in like a healthcare place, so
Right now, you're
completely
Commander
two
Shepherd.
different.
You've just gone to work.
I'm Commander Shephard, and this is my favorite bill on the Citadel.
Oh man.
All right. So, all right. Your
Yeah.
boss.
So
Your
you know,
boss
so
gives you a
I guess
quarterly review. Commander Shepherd, dude. I gotta tell you, you gotta pick up these numbers, bro. I don't know what's going on with
Bro.
the galaxy, but you've got important work to do here in this medical bill. We've got claims that need to be sent
man,
out. We've got things
man,
to be done.
who knew Shepard went from saving the galaxy to being at the death job?
Look, you got to make some money somehow, right? Those credits got to come in somehow.
Oh man.
And just Commander Shepard goes home and plays video games, right?
Oh yeah, definitely at the
Yeah,
arcade in the
Sure.
Citadel area. Yeah.
sure, right. Now, like, if he gets mad, and you've got like all that tech, so do you break something? Are you someone who gets angry? Right? Are you on the
Listen,
renegade side?
I try to be a good guy, Shep, but recently that I gave no shits recently, especially in the Citadel DLC. Oh boy,
Yeah,
some of the best options. Me and Ashley went to drink at the bar.
right.
For some reason, the renegade interruptions were me just constantly drinking, and I just went with it. And then these fucking Batarians came up to us and were like, "Yeah, we don't like you Alliance types." So you know what we did? Beat the fucking shit out of them.
Hell yeah, you did.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking thing. Fuck yeah.
Commander Shepard absolutely slaying people here.
But hey, man, if you're part of my team, you're my homie.
Oh man.
Trying to get Garrus as a date? Garrus is my boy.
That seems great. Oh my god.
Oh, good. Well, thank you so much for that, Commander Shepard. I appreciate your duties that you do, including medical billing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Making sure people get their claims paid is really important. Right up there with saving the galaxy from the Reapers, I would say.
I send them to the hospital and I send them their claims.
Great. Perfect. Clip it. Okay. All right. What was the last game you played, Sam? You are the protagonist, main character, main thrust of whatever last game you played. Take me through your day, an average day
Okay.
in real life as that character.
Okay, so this is an interesting one. This is an interesting one. Because the last game I played was Ratchet and Clank.
Okay.
Rift Apart.
So are you Rivet or Ratchet then?
That's the thing. I think I'm changing between the two all day.
Okay.
I just I don't know. If I go through a doorway, I change which one I am. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
weird shit like that happens.
You're trying to give people their food, right? And instead of delivering it to them, you get.
And that's the other thing. I work in a restaurant. I'm covered in fur. That's fucked up.
Okay.
People are gonna
yeah.
be like, "What the fuck is this animal thing doing in my fucking the restaurant making food for me?" Like they're getting harassed, so I'm gonna have to be covered in like a hairnet or something.
So now you get a health code violation, right? And what, like, do you just beat the guy that comes up?
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I just fucking beat him with my wrench or my hammer, depending on if I'm Ratchet or Rivet.
I could just see that, just a full grown.
And I'm assuming the limitation states that I can't use tongs. I'm only limited to my tools that I have in the game.
Right.
So like I can only use a wrench to cook.
Yes.
So like I'm out here like making pizzas with a wrench. That's interesting. Or a gun.
Sorry for the
all
weird
all the different guns.
looking pizza. Kind of had to cook it on one of my guns.
Oh shoot! I accidentally just blasted with the pixelizer. I guess it's pixels now.
Oh
Oh,
God!
what a shame.
I
Oh
thought the
no.
I thought the electricity gun thing cooked the pizza. It turns out
Oh
it
god.
paralyzed everyone.
Yeah.
You know, that's
That's the
another
thing though.
violation, man.
With all those guns, I could make a living doing a bunch of other crap like electrical work. Just zap it with the electrical thing.
Yeah, man, robbing banks.
Works. Well, I wouldn't do that. I
No,
wouldn't do
no,
that.
yeah. I mean, you know.
That.
So you have to play into the hero mythology, I think, too. So you couldn't really be.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I have to be a hero. And I don't. Do I get a clank?
Oh yeah,
Or
man. You get a little
or
buddy clank.
What's the other one?
Um,
What's the other one arc? What's the other
Kit?
robot?
I think it was.
Kit? Yeah, Kit.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
yeah, I think you get both, right? You know,
She's the best character.
I think that's a package deal, right?
Okay. Well then.
Well, do you have like a pet then,
Huh?
or do you have like a pet or like an assistant or a friend?
In real life, do I have a pet?
Yeah.
In real life, I have a dog.
Okay, well
So
then your
then-
dog is Clink.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're companion, right? You know?
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So two furry
Okay.
things in the
So
restaurant.
then, what's that?
So two furry
Well-
things in the restaurant.
Well, not if my dog's
No,
furry.
right. That's true. Well-
Then she's metal.
So then you consider.
I I don't know. There's gonna be some complications in my life for
Mhm.
sure if I wake up tomorrow and I am a Lombax.
But I
Gonna
mean, you
be-
get all those cool guns though.
Yeah,
That's the
true.
thing. I get all the cool
That's a good-
guns.
That's a good balance.
What I
there.
would do with them, I don't know, because I'm not a very violent person, so I wouldn't like go around shooting people. You know?
Why don't you take it out to like a shooting
Bad.
range or something, right?
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe.
know.
No, you just like,
Re-
yeah, those are all my guns. They're just kind of sitting
real
there.
life guns in real life aren't my thing. So,
Sure.
but I mean, if I had something that could turn some people into pixels, oh, you know, I'm using that for sure. That's like. Also, if I have the Rhino, oh, I am dropping my boy Sly in. I am dropping Sly into real life to help
Yeah.
me out
You guys gonna hang
all
out?
day. Yeah.
Kick it, yeah. Ride the rhino forever.
I got Jack and Daxter, Jack and Daxter in or whatever. Is that what it's called? Yeah, fucking A. I got that Easter egg in
Oh, is that actually
in-
real?
Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh shit! I only saw the Thunder Jaw from Horizon. I didn't think the other ones were like legit stuff.
No, see,
Oh,
I didn't
no,
know
yeah,
about
the
the
Jack and
Thunder
Dax-
Jaw.
Oh shit! I gotta look that up.
Yeah, the Jack and Daxter one was real, and so was. So the Sly one I've gotten isn't Sly himself; it's the van from Sly that
Okay.
has like the raccoon stuff on the
What's
side.
the Jack and Daxter one? Is it like themselves or like?
It's just them. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I gotta look this up because I didn't get any of that.
he just like drops in and is there for like 2 seconds and then disappears.
Of
That's the
course.
thing. I wish they like stayed around and fought with you for a little bit, kind of like the Mr. Zircon gun or whatever.
I love that gun.
I just spammed that gun.
Mhm. Mr. Zircon.
Next
Yeah,
game, I would
dude.
just shoot it whenever I could, and just
Mhm.
have him follow me around.
So,
But,
all right.
yeah,
So then you,
interesting.
I think, now, do you have like riffs that happen when you're just like spontaneous? Like, are you just walking around and they pop up then? Like you're driving or something, and then you just go through
Well,
them
see,
and you
that's
end
the
up
thing.
somewhere else, right?
But that's the thing. I'm the character. I'm not. Am I bringing other things besides the character and my tools into the real life? Like I'm
So
in my
anything
real
that's
life,
attached
but
to
I'm just
him,
the
then,
character.
right? So I guess if that's not attached to him, then I
Yeah, so
guess
the
maybe
riffs aren't
no,
really
that's like a
attached to
situational
me.
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Mm,
riffs are something that's happening in that universe.
right.
So
So you'd have to wear like a big,
I ain't dealing with that shit.
you know, you have like a big, like it's just like a full a net on you, like a full
Yeah,
body
I would have
hairnet.
to wear I would have to wear a hairnet at work for
Mm-hmm,
sure.
mm-hmm.
If I didn't get fired immediately for
Right,
being
right.
an alien.
And how do you explain that, right? You
Uh,
know,
exactly.
given
See,
that they're
Art
not
got
in on
lucky, and he's just
it.
a human.
Right.
Um,
And he goes to work and he's like, "Man, you were like 70 years late to your job." Yeah, sorry, I was in space travel doing all these things. Um, yeah, how to explain that to your boss there. And also, do you care at that point?
Now, if I have a spaceship,
Right,
you're
you
out
got
of
a
here.
spaceship, doesn't matter, man. Yeah. Yeah.
what about you, Polar? What
So,
about you?
um I guess I'd be Kasuga from uh Yakuza Like a Dragon, getting my ass kicked and shot. Um, I would run into goons on my way to work. Uh, I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
people
able
would
to
be
avoid
after
them.
you.
I would not be able to avoid them on their way to work. Uh, I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me. No, I really have to get to work here. Yes, I understand. My hair looks ridiculous, and you want to beat me up for it. No, I don't want to fight you. And then I get stuck in an, I don't know. I get stuck in like a conversation with them, right? Because the instance doesn't happen, but for whatever reason, I can't get out of the confrontation with them, and I end up fighting. Now I catch a couple assault charges on my way to work, at least 4 or 5, right? Um, Definitely some attempted murder because some of the stuff they do in there is borderline. Hey, that person should be dead, but we'll talk about that. I have flaming kicks and fists, I guess. So that'll be handy for cooking my lunch, right? Um, I guess I'm constantly delusional that people look menacing. So like in there, people just look like Dragon Quest characters, like dramatized versions of themselves. So that could be interesting. You know, um, I would get freaked out at everyone probably. If they're evil, they got the red eyes like they do in battle. So um, let me think. Yeah, I would have a tendency to get angry at everything, apparently, as Kasuga does, because everything's just an attack, an affront on him. So he has to defend his Yakuza honor. Um, I'm really into RPGs. And, I don't know if that's necessarily the game thing or a me thing or both. So, you know, that's a bonus. Life is an RPG. So, um, yeah. And I have a party with me. I think that counts too. I've got Nanba, who's the ex nurse. I've got uh, Adachi-san, who is the ex police, and one more character. I just got Saiko, or yeah, and she's like a twin, I guess. And she works at a bar. So and they're just coming along with me for the ride. They're there. It doesn't matter if
Really did.
I'm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I see you've brought some company to work. Yeah, what about it?
You've
It's
got them
time to
followed
fight.
around your entire
Yeah,
life.
exactly. And everything's over dramatic too, of course.
They watch you while you're sleeping.
Like I'll here's what'll happen is
They
I'll
just
go
follow you
in.
around.
I'm gonna stub my toe at some point at work, and I'm gonna have a really dramatic scene about it. My toenail has went into my toe. I can feel it all throughout my foot. Yeah. Mostly just annoying to people, though. I think. Yeah, I think that would be just mostly a nuisance. Great hair, though. I don't know how I got my hair to do that. So, um, yeah. Lots of complications there for Kasuga. I think, especially bringing people your party everywhere you go, kind of has some implications that I don't know if I'm super comfortable with. It's like, oh, you have to go to the bathroom. Your party's with you. All right, I guess. Um, just can you guys just look over there? Maybe just disband my party at that point, right? Um, I have a terrible, terrible dad who shot me, so I have that wound going on for me, and a bloody dollar bill in my coat pocket. So
It sounds like a dark life.
yeah, really,
I think I'll take my Ratchet being alive.
overall, right. So I think the winner here is Commander Shephard. is really what I'm
For
trying to
sure.
say.
Yeah,
He definitely
he's just
wins
a human.
human who can now do space travel and is also
Yeah, that's true.
on the side.
I hang out with all these cool aliens.
Man.
Not
Wouldn't
only
it be-
hang out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's gonna do it, guys. For episode 13, please check out our Twitter at interactx2, sorry. YouTube.com, we're going live now with the episodes. We'll work out the kinks, I promise. And we'll see you guys back next week. This has been Kasuga or Polar.
Commander
Ratchet,
Shephard.
Ratchet slash Rivet slash Clank slash Kit.
So, yeah, you
This is
got
Commander
it.
Shephard,
Also
and this
no
is my
Sam.
favorite podcast in the Citadel.
Fuck yeah, it
It's
is.
been an
Fuck
honor.
yeah,
It's been an honor, Commander Shephard. You have won the day and my. We will see you all next episode. I salute you. Happy Father's Day to all those watching. Bye bye.